Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Low Production. This is episode 7. It is Tuesday, October 7th. This week, we're going to be going over just some of our takes from this previous week. Of course, we'll talk about next week. We'll talk about a little trip that Big Vaughn's going to be doing, going and giving you boots on ground in some college football. This week, we're going to do a simulated NFL team as well. Jesse's going to build a defense. I'm going to build an offense, and we're going to see who can score, or rather, who can stop from scoring. So we'll get right into it here, Jess. Red River Rivalry.
Oh, shit. You've been talking to me about this for years now, I swear. I remember last year I go, oh, yeah, Vaughn, you going to go on vacation? He goes, yeah, I really want to go to the Red River game when I get some PTO overtime.
Yeah, yeah. So this has been a bucket list for me, and it just so happened that my girlfriend wanted to go to the Dallas State Fair, or the Texas State Fair, and she brought it up, actually. She was like, we should go to a state fair, and I was like, okay, well, not Columbia, Sedalia is not that far for the Missouri State Fair, and then she was like, I don't know, I watched this TV show about the Texas State Fair, and I went, and I was like, she doesn't know. So yeah, it's super duper exciting. Funny enough, I don't really like Texas or Oklahoma, but it's just an incredible atmosphere. Over 100,000 seats, total just college atmosphere. The way they split it down the middle, both the bands doing all their fanfare, shooting cannons. Super excited. I will be going as an Oklahoma fan.
What?
That's right.
You told me back in the day that you were going for Texas. You're a big Texas guy back in the day. How can you go against the grain?
I know.
Texas is so much cooler, even though I'll say this, Arch Manning is a fraud. But I still want Texas to win because
I'll break it down for you,
Sooner
Jess.
Booner.
Boomer Sooner? He was. Listen, here's the problem, okay? Number one, you're exactly right. Texas sucks this year. I did not want to root for them and watch their incredibly frustrating offense. Now, can they still win this game? Absolutely. They're going to be playing crazy, as every rivalry game is. They're going to be playing to the best of their ability, and Oklahoma's quarterback could be out, John Mateer. He's coming back from a shoulder injury, and they sent him to some superhuman doctor, but they're not sure if he's going to be back. But if he can play, he will. The tickets were cheaper to be on Oklahoma's team. And yes, you're right. I was like, I'm in Texas. I like the band. I like Bevo. I like all that stuff. And I finally just went, well, it was actually when they lost to Florida, I was like, F it, dude. I'm just going to be an OU fan. So that's a little horns down for you, because sorry, Texas. I don't like them either. I actually probably like Oklahoma a little bit better. But I dislike both teams. So I'll be an OU fan. I'll be in there with my cowboy hat on, and I'll be undercover for the Low Production podcast. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Hopefully, by the time, I guess, this gets posted, we should have some intersects of my trip. I'll try to film for the good viewers, walking into the game, my takes during the game, maybe even a little bit of the road trip, maybe even some big greasy corn dog that I get at the state fair. I know that people want to see. So I'll try my best to do that, and hopefully that'll be somewhere right around here in the podcast when it comes out.
Man, that does sound pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. But that's what I'm super excited for, and let's talk about
Ohio State.
Well, what do you mean, like me going there, or just how they're good?
The game.
Oh, the game? Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be able to go to that.
You don't think so?
Those tickets are as expensive as the national championship game. These tickets got more and more reasonable as I waited. So, they cost as much as Chiefs tickets, for example.
What?
To be in a terrible area. I'm going to be up pretty high, but just getting in is all I really cared about. But yes, the game for Ohio State, Michigan, it doesn't matter what stadium it's in. They flip every year, of course, but it's never reasonably priced. So they're typically going for like $1,500 a ticket. So I doubt I'll ever be able to do that. But yeah, that would be my number one bucket list game. all the bowl games too. Rose Bowl, of course, would be awesome. I kind of count this since this is in Cotton Bowl Stadium. This counts as my Cotton Bowl game too. But I'd like to go to all of them at some point. The Orange Bowl. I just love college football.
It's fun, dude.
It's just so fun to watch in person too. The bands and the fanfare, and people just really love college football. So, yeah, super excited. I'll let everybody know how it goes next week. Hopefully, Boomer Sooner. I hope now Oklahoma wins. Now that I'm rooting for them, that way I don't get well, maybe I will get beat up if they win. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, surely there's 50,000, it's split right down the middle. So there must be a lot of Oklahoma fans. So I ain't too worried about it. Let's get into our NFL recap for the week, huh?
Oh, man. Okay.
What do you want to go with here?
I just want to start this off by saying that I think we've got a dark horse for MVP,
Mm-hmm.
and that's Dak Prescott.
I know.
Dude, he is balling out, and he's doing it all without CeeDee Lamb, right? You're second in passing, you're third in touchdowns, you throw 4 touchdowns on Sunday,
Absolutely.
and you don't even have CeeDee Lamb. I mean, what happens when you get CeeDee Lamb? I told you that they were going to make the playoffs. But I also say this.
Okay.
He plays great in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
But he does start to slow down in November and December. So
I hope that he continues on. Dallas has been really exciting this year. And frankly, I kind of think football's a little better when they're at least good, because they're just such a hateable team. I like it when they can get in big battles with the Eagles and whatnot. I hope he stays good because they're very exciting. Their defense is not good. And that's what's going to kill them right now. They're only going to win as many games as their defense allows them to. So, but yeah, Dak Prescott himself playing absolutely incredible. Old Vaughn recalls, talking down on him, not singing his praises. And I'm happy to say I was wrong because he has really turned it around this year in particular. I think maybe he's heard the buzz, maybe he's been in the lab, but he was never a bad quarterback, but he is playing off the chain this year, as good as he's ever played. Totally.
yeah, I'm excited to see how it turns out this week,
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to pivot.
Oh.
You were talking about how much you want to talk about the Raiders.
Oh, I do. Okay. So obviously the Colts blow them out. Anthony Richardson making an appearance in the third quarter is crazy. You're blowing a team out by that much. And the interesting thing for the Raiders is they didn't think necessarily they'd be winning the AFC West this year, but they thought they'd be pretty good. With Pete Carroll and Geno Smith, they figured this is already a proven combination, kind of. So, we can make something happen, and they are just awful. What do they do, Jess? That's what I want to know. I was trying to think about this of like, what's their next move?
I'll tell you what
Mm.
about with the Raiders, the whole situation there. I was reading an article the other day actually about how Tom Brady being a producer and being
part
able
owner.
being a part owner
Yeah,
should be illegal
probably.
because he's able to do things like see schemes and this and that and that.
Sure.
Well, if it was actually working, I think they'd be winning games. I mean, what are we doing?
Right. They're clearly not.
They are garbage. But I'll tell you what, though, Ashton GNT is back. I'm happy that he's finally playing good. I had him in fantasy, and it's about time, man.
Yeah, you're right. He's looking better and better. Brock Bowers was out this week, but hopefully he comes back fine because they need him badly. And just I don't know, it's a wayward ship over there. It's like I don't even know what you fix. It's like, do we need some extra pieces? Do we need to burn it all down and rebuild? I mean, they're already basically in the beginnings of a rebuild. So what do you do? Do you stick with it for a year? Unfortunately, I just don't know if Geno Smith. I think maybe that it might be time to think about that 2022 year when he was just off the chain. Maybe that was a one-off thing. I don't know if we're gonna get that again from him, and that's a real shame because I'm a big Geno Smith fan. But they need somebody to elevate them as of right now, and he can't do it. So, bummer for the Raiders. Ha ha ha! As a Chiefs fan, but it almost makes me sad.
Yeah.
It's been bad for 20 years. I almost root for him. Just like get good one time.
Yeah, I was on Instagram the other day, and I DM'd Tom Brady. I said, hey, man,
Didn't ya?
I think you could play better than Geno. You think Tom Brady could come
Uh,
out right now and play better than Geno?
no, I don't.
I bet you he could. I feel like he's got the team around him.
I think not. He hasn't been working out. He hasn't been in the lab.
You look at him though.
He's eating those avocado toasts still, but
Yeah.
I think his last year kind of showed too that he was ready to be done anyway. He's probably got a noodle arm at this point.
I would love to see him come back.
Why? Just for
Entertainment
like a
purposes.
WWE entrance, halfway through the game. Oh my God,
man.
it's Tom Brady walking out of the tunnel.
I think he played better than Geno though, and I love Geno. I got a lot of
Yeah.
love for him, but
Yeah, that's a bummer. We've got some a sophomore, but some rookie hype, some sophomore hype here.
yeah.
I'll talk about Cam Ward here.
This is his guy to win MVP and get the 0 and
I no longer think that, but
get the 1-4 Titans to the playoffs. You know?
yeah, they're gonna need a big turnaround. And if you watch that Cardinals game, they needed every ounce of luck to win that game, to win by 1 point. But once again, I don't know. I'm watching Cam Ward, and I'm like, this guy's not the problem. Every time I'm watching him, I'm like, he doesn't look bad. He's raw, sure. He needs to, he'll need to get better, but he doesn't make that many mistakes. And I mean, people were talking about last week, well, everybody on the internet seemed to actually like it. I certainly did when he said, "If I'm gonna keep it a buck, we ass." That's awesome.
That was gangster. I
I
loved it.
think that's great because it shows, hey, I'm not just a rookie here to make a paycheck. I want to win football games, and the coaching organization, they're not gonna like that, of course, but I don't know. Maybe people are rallying around him. Maybe everyone. You need to be honest with yourself when you're on a team that's not very good and go, look, maybe we are a little ass. Like, let's tighten up. Let's play hard and, see if we can steal some games here. And, even if you're going to think about, what, I'll play for my next team. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to show another team that I'm worth a contract on a team that actually is going to be any good. Fine. But if, I think they all, they were really playing together. It looked a lot different than it did the first 4 weeks. So, yeah, big fan of Cam Ward. He's leading the ship over there, the ass ship. And I'm hoping that he just continues to improve. And then we've got here you can talk about old.
We're gonna talk about Drake Mays.
Oh,
You
yeah.
think
Yeah.
you think the dynasty's over, and you think. But I tell you what, you look at the Patriots, and it's like you hate that team, and they've got another good quarterback. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, Big Vaughn, if they weren't called the Patriots and they would have just slapped a different name on it,
Okay.
I would really like this team.
Yeah.
With Mike very
Yeah, sure.
you got Drake May,
I know it.
Stephon Diggs,
I know. Hey, you're right. Finally going off.
Hunter Henry.
Mm-hmm. No, they're a good team, and
Like,
they've got a good defense too.
Christian Gonzalez is a dog too,
Yeah,
but I just hate him.
I understand. No,
They're the Patriots.
Absolutely. I was conditioned to hate them as well, especially growing up. Obviously a Chiefs fan in the AFC, watching them every year. And I don't like when any team's good for a lot, except the Chiefs, I earned that. But I didn't, I don't like the Yankees. I don't like the Lakers. I don't like any team that's really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have hated the Bulls when they were when they were on their run.
The Bulls were so lovable though, because they could.
Well, maybe.
They won in creative ways.
Well, maybe, but I think if I was alive in the 90s, I would have been like, man, then damn Bulls back in the finals again. I would have been mad as hell. I would have been like, get him, Gary Payton, anyway. But,
you just hate them because you're a Knicks fan, and
that is true. The
Jordan
Bulls
would-
blew them out year after year, and I do. The Knicks are my team, but I think even if not, the Knicks are just kind of random. Who knows who I would have been rooting for back then? Probably the Sonics, dude. I like the Sonics. R.I.P. the
they're a
Sonics.
very physical team, dude.
Yeah, they were cool. But yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. This Patriots team is a ton of fun. And Drake May is looking like the best sophomore quarterback right now. That's even over Jaden Daniels. I hate to say. So he looks really, really good. He seems like he's hard to rattle, because they've been in some tough situations. They've lost a couple games, but he's tough to rattle. I mean, he's going toe to toe with the friggin' Bills, and he's saying, their defense is doing their job. He's saying, let me make it happen here. And come out with a win, fantastic. Good stuff. Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna pivot to somebody else. We're gonna talk about the Eagles' trouble spotlight.
Sure.
I mean, you look at Hurts.
Mhm.
He is so inconsistent,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, this dude, it's like I feel like he's just an off-brand Lamar Jackson.
Wow. Gee whiz, okay.
He's got a noodle. He can't. He never hits AJ Brown.
I agree.
AJ, they were winning games in AJ
Mhm.
Brown's press because
Yeah.
you know these receivers that are really good. They want everybody to know, like they want their legacy.
Sure.
And I do personally feel like Hurts is ruining Homeboy's legacy, even though they got the
Yeah.
ball last year. But like when you look back on them winning the Super Bowl, you don't look
Mhm.
at AJ Brown.
No, I don't.
You
Yeah, I
don't look at
almost forgot he has a ring,
you
even though
don't
he was a, big part of their offense.
you don't even look at Devontae Smith or Jalen Hurts. There's only one guy on the offense you look at, and that's Saquon Barkley.
Sure.
And then you look at that great defense.
Absolutely, sure. I think it's interesting you brought up A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith in particular because you're exactly right. They're both mad. And I don't think it's as much about legacy. I think that they knew, I think the whole team probably knew that the way they were winning was unsustainable. Pulling out these, barely wins over, good teams. And getting the job done, but never making those big plays. They don't make chunk plays. They don't, if they do, it's Saquon Barkley ripping off a run. And yeah, if I'm A.J. Brown, I'm going, dude, give me the ball, set up a play for me, and I'll get us a chunk play. I'll win us these games. And they have been close to losing quite a few times, and they've pulled it out. Now they haven't pulled it out. I wonder if things don't get worse, actually, for the Eagles, because if they lose a couple more games, I think you might even start see some locker room frustrations, some coaching frustrations. And is that because, at this point, I think Nick Sirianni's proven himself to be at least a pretty solid coach.
I take that. No way.
I don't
He
like
is
saying
not a good coach.
Well,
He
they
plays
get it
like a
done.
high school team.
Well, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. But is that because of him or is that because of Jalen Hurts?
I think it's
Is he playing to Jalen Hurts' strengths, which is just being a really great athlete that can't really throw that far?
I think Howie Roseman is one of the greatest GMs of all time, even better than Brett Veach. And I got so much love for Brett Veach, but Howie Roseman has crafted such a phenomenal team around.
Sure. Generational run.
Generational. And it gets ran like a high school football team. They run the same exact plays. They run the ball. They can't throw the ball.
You're right. It does. It looks like an old school offense. And as much as I like that, it doesn't really work in today's NFL. You have to be able to create chunk plays at some point, whether you're down, leading a drive to end the game or something. You just need to have that. Hey, here's something we've got in our pocket that we can get 25 yards if we really need it,
Mm-hmm.
And they don't. They don't have that play. They have, hey, we need 2 yards. They've got that one down real good.
We need 2 yards. Let's get 2.5 yards.
Yeah, they got that one down a real great way. But
And I think if Jalen Hurts was really the problem,
mhm.
Howie Roseman would have gotten an even better quarterback. So
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Well, what do you think they do then? What do you think is it truly coaching?
I think it's Sirianni. He's not a great coach.
Well, they were, I do find it funny they were calling for his job a couple years ago and then they went on to win like whatever, 13 games in a row or whatever they won last year. I don't know. But
I would love to coach be the head coach of the. Maybe if you guys end up firing, put me in because I think
wow.
I think I could run that playbook a little better.
Well, maybe you're right.
We
but
do.
All that's for certain is there's some frustration over there, and if they keep losing games, that only gets worse, especially from your, hate to say it, your divas, who are your receivers and your corners and people like that. They get frustrated when they're not involved. They feel like every wide receiver feels like they're open all the time, and they feel like they can win the game by themselves. So when you're losing games and they're not involved at all, especially an elite, a dude that could absolutely still be a top 5 receiver, A.J. Brown. He's a freak. He's awesome. So I'd certainly be frustrated if I'm him. I'd certainly be frustrated if I'm Devonta Smith, a Heisman winner. And, I'm like, hey, I'm open. I'm sure I'm in the slot. I'm running slants all day, but I'm open. I'm faster than everybody.
Yeah.
Throw me the ball. Let's get 15 yards right here. And they won't do it. So Yeah, totally.
I mean, you saw that with Brian Thomas last night.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this, what I would do
Mm-hmm.
is if I was Howie, I'd fire Nick Sirianni,
Wow.
and then I'd wait for the 49ers, the quarterback fixers, and
Okay.
I'd go get that boy from the 49ers.
Brock Purdy?
No, not Brock Purdy.
Mac Jones?
Mac Jones. I go get Mac Jones
Yeah,
because
he does look pretty good.
right now, who would you rather have, Sam Darnold or would you have Jalen Hurts?
Ooh, man, Sam Darnold's been playing great. That Seahawks game was great.
It was
I know
phenomenal.
they lost, but that's because the Buccaneers are really, really awesome too. Gosh, I think I might rather have Sam Darnold. Yeah, right this second, I think he is playing a little bit better. He's definitely doing more quarterback things. Um, and
And I think it came from the 49ers. The 49ers, they know how to make great quarterbacks.
I
They're
admit
just a
they will.
quarterback farm now. So yeah, that's what I would do. I just after this
Okay.
year, I'd call him up, be like, "Hey, what do you want for homeboy? I think we're
Wow.
ready. He's ready for the saddle." And that team would be fun, dude.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, you definitely look at their offense and you think it should be more, producing than it is. It should be able to produce larger plays, and it just doesn't.
Yeah. Speaking of which, going from one trouble to another trouble, let's talk about these Chiefs, dude.
Okay,
You're
what do
pressed
you want to
about
talk?
it.
I am
You
pressed.
are angry.
Well, I'm angry because I don't even know what's wrong at this point. I watched obviously them blow out. What, what? Our producer, do you want us to talk about the Panthers? they ain't nobody want to talk about the Panthers. They blow.
I can't believe uh
So for the Chiefs, it's been, at least from what I've watched, it's been a different problem every week. Maybe it's more offensive based, but I mean, we started off that game totally shutting them down on offense and doing whatever we wanted on, or shutting them down with our defense, and then doing whatever we wanted on offense. So I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure. I think that Liam Cohen's a good coach, for one.
I told you he was going to win Coach of the Year.
Well,
Remember when I said it? And I said,
think he's
Duval.
I think he's legit. Obviously they're 4-1 right now. He's got to be at least pretty good, but they must have made quite a few adjustments. But they totally started shutting us down. And what frustrates me is I feel like almost it's I swear it's like almost people start giving up. And it's like, on our defense, all of a sudden we're not getting any more pressure. All of a sudden people like, Chris Jones are not getting pressure, even though he's one-on-one. It's like, man, I don't know.
Let me
Let's stick
advocate.
with it.
I cannot take this Chiefs defense slander.
Oh, I
That
know.
team played phenomenal. That defense, they
Mostly,
played
yeah.
great. I mean, they got that 1 yard stop
You're right.
with the
That was
QB
amazing.
sneak. You get
2
that one.
stops, yeah, on the friggin' one,
You
basically.
get another pick that you're already in the red zone.
You're right, yeah.
I mean,
No, you're right.
they had, how
mostly
many
played
sacks
better.
did they have that last drive? They played
A
phenomenal.
couple.
You can't just, if you look at it my way, I
Yeah.
think honestly it was the offense, because
Sure. I think I agree.
if they don't throw that pick, the Chiefs win that game. If
Yeah.
they could have, even if they didn't score that touchdown, the
Mhm.
Chiefs win that game. That 99-yard pick six falls on one person, and that was Patrick Mahomes. And I got a lot of love for you,
Bad.
Mahomes. You've been my boy for years. I've
Mhm.
got like 3 pairs of your shoes, and you're my guy and everything. But this defense was not the problem.
No, I totally agree. It's just I don't know. I felt like energy was starting to get sapped when that second half started. We came out and we couldn't do as much. But you're totally right. What a back-breaking pick. How does nobody go tackle that guy? But, he ran out of gas. He was tired. He wanted someone to tackle him when he was running that back for 99 yards. But you're right. That was a total game changer. And once again, then we put ourselves in a position where we have to make a comeback play, and 20 seconds is crazy anyway, but the receiver's getting hit in the back of the head with the ball. Now that could be a couple things, and that I rewatched it a couple times because it pissed me off so bad. Number one, Could it be the wrong play call? Why are we calling something where the receivers have to run a route and I'm ready here? Because Hollywood Brown's open. So is whoever was above him, Juju or whoever was above him. They were both open. All they got to do is look for the ball, and it obviously hits Hollywood in the shoulder. I wonder, is that Mahomes' fault? And we'll never know, really, but is that Mahomes' fault for throwing it before he should? Is that Hollywood Brown's fault for not looking when he should? Or is it the wrong play call of like, or, I don't know. I would rather our receivers have some awareness and be like, hey, there's 18 seconds left or whatever. We need to make a play right now. And I mean, that one play probably would have put us in field goal position. Let's have our head on our shoulders and be like, I'm going to look for the ball the whole way because maybe he's got to get rid of it and I just need something, right? Because we've still got timeouts. I don't know. That one in particular really
This is
frustrating.
what's going on right now.
Now, let me hear.
So Mahomes is so accustomed to last year running for his life.
Maybe so.
I mean, he had a drop back last year of like 2.6 seconds,
Yeah.
2.77 seconds to make a throw in 2.7 seconds.
Yeah.
You got to be nearly perfect and like
Sure.
predict where your guys are going to be.
Yeah.
But Mahomes' trauma from last year,
Oh.
it's kind of reflecting now because now, I mean, he can chill out in the park. You'll
Yeah.
see him just point up in the sky like, man, I got you.
Yeah.
I'm coming to you. This line's holding me up. But
yeah, our lines look great.
he's so accustomed and he's got that habit now of just trying to predict because he's had to be perfect the past couple of years with the O line, which everything's gonna be fine because he's gonna progress every week 1% better.
Well, you're right. I mean,
And
he's obviously not the problem.
I think we're gonna be totally fine. Yeah,
I do too, frankly. I'm not super. It's just frustrating to where it's like we could, our producer over here thinks he's real funny.
What's he saying? What's he saying?
He don't like the Chiefs. He likes those Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens look like the waiting room at the pit. You know what I'm saying? They're so banged up, but we won't talk about that too much. I think you're right too. Once again, the Jaguars are a good team. We lost in a frustrating way. It's frustrating when you have like more yards than the other team. And of course, everyone on the internet going, "Oh, the Chiefs got gifted." I don't care. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. I don't care if it came out, the one of the refs said, "You know what? Yeah, I blew that call on purpose." I don't care. You know what? Beat us, but they did beat us after, facing some adversity. I think you're right. We'll be fine, but we need to get a little bit more chemistry, I think. I think there needs to be more chemistry with receivers in Mahomes. And yeah, you're right. As we go on, that'll get better, but he's missing his number one chemistry guy, right? Travis Kelce is not the player he once was. Missing him bad because Travis Kelce would run all these choice routes. Mahomes would know exactly what he was going to do before he did it and throw the ball before he even made his move. And he doesn't have that guy right now, I don't think. Even Worthy, really. And I mean, Rasheed looked like it. We need him back. But we got another tough game next week. That's the worrying part. Detroit's obviously looking really good.
How do you feel about this game coming up?
Detroit is so hard to stop offensively. And our defense, you're exactly right. I totally agree. Our defense has been doing great. We have been limiting star players, but Detroit has got so many good players. And they run such a wild offense. They do all sorts of crazy stuff. It's almost like you just have to hope they make a mistake because they're almost unstoppable. Now, I think we could probably pick apart their defense. If we play well, if we play like we did against the Ravens, we should be all right. But it'll probably be a high-scoring game, and it'll probably be a slog. I'm a little worried, but I got the Chiefs win. Come on.
I think it's going to be a high-flying game. The Lions got their numbers, though.
I know.
The past years, they've got their numbers.
Yeah, you're right. And that Dan Campbell's a heck of a coach. So, yeah, the Chiefs, I mean, it's a bad scene to be in a 2-4 team. 2-4 teams are bad, typically.
I'll tell you what, when the Chiefs lose a game, they reflect.
Yeah.
They pull themselves together.
Yeah.
And they persevere. I mean, you see that against the Ravens.
That's true. Yeah, sure. And yeah, they're a winning team. They know what to do. I trust in everybody. It's just, it's just nice to vent my frustrations. They're a frustrating team to watch. I especially after watching that Ravens game and going, oh my God, we're so back. Wow. Our producer thinks it's going to be Detroit 28, Kansas City 10. Kansas City has not lost by 18 points in forever, since the Super Bowl, unfortunately, but not counting that one. Yeah, that's they're a winning team, so I think we should be all right. I've got the Chiefs winning. Come on now.
I think the Chiefs lose.
What are you talking about?
Go 2-5.
Are we already 2-4, or are we 2-5 or 2-3?
2-3. We go 2-4.
Wow. And then we've got I can't remember who we got after that. Somebody else that's like kind of no, then we got like the Raiders or somebody. Thank God. But yeah, thank God we're in the AFC West, huh?
Chiefs are gonna be fine though.
I think you're right. I think
know.
you're right, but this might be a year where we're looking, instead of, having a 1 seed, 2 seed, we're maybe even looking at a wild card here, If
Hey,
the Chargers can kind of tighten up, and figure out what their problem is. I don't know what their problem is. Maybe they're not that good. I don't know. They beat us like they were pretty good, so
everybody's
I'm not sure.
everybody's talking about how there's been a shift and there's a change, and
Mhm.
everybody's excited because it's a new league now.
Yeah.
The culture doing pretty good.
Absolutely, yeah.
The Jaguars are doing pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens and Chiefs are ass.
Man, yeah, maybe you're right. It's the turning of the tide, maybe. I'll tell you this. The one thing I'm worried about, if I'm the Buffalo Bills, I'm licking my chops. I go, ooh, man, this really is my year. Like we've had, a couple years ago, they were thinking that too. But if I'm them, I'm going, man, okay, we've got one goal, and that's beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and they'll win the friggin' Super Bowl if they do. So, and I'll be rooting for them the whole way. But if I'm them, I'm going, oh, I'm over there doing this number.
They better not run into the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Well, you're right. I mean,
If they run into the Chiefs, they don't go.
I
But
know, we're the boogeyman for
I
them.
know.
I almost feel bad about it, because it's like there have been multiple times where they just should have beat us and they can't do it. So maybe,
But if somebody knocks us off, I think they go.
maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. If they don't have to meet, although didn't they play the?
They played the Pats. They lost to the Pats.
They played the Bengals before and yeah, you're right. Yeah. And then we've got another exciting game here. 49ers Bucks. Let me ask you something, Jess. Are the 49ers legit? I mean, have they done enough at this point?
I think you got the best head coach of all time on that team.
Kyle Shanahan, number
Kyle
one.
Shannon is.
He's pretty good.
I mean, what he's worked with in the past, he's got Jimmy G to the Super Bowl. He's got the last pick in the NFL draft to a Super Bowl.
Well, he's got a hospital team over there,
and they're still winning games.
Yes, and I mean, making plays, looking great. I think you're right, actually. I think the 49ers are still legit, and if they get some of these folks back, they're going to get even better. So
I think they're going to be losing more folks and getting back. I think.
You think
CMC, bro?
He's on the way out.
His legs, man.
You don't think 40 carries or whatever he's getting? Well, if you count the passes, I don't know. He touches the ball a lot. Watching that game, I was like, golly.
They're about to blow his motor, but it's all right. They signed Brian Robinson Jr.
He's the man, bro. He got shot.
Oh, man, I love that clip of him just running out in the song Man. Oh, man, it's so
cool.
hard, dude.
He's really cool. I like him. But
then they got Ricky Pearsall. He got shot too, man.
You're right. They've got a bunch of dudes getting shot over there.
And it's so funny. You watch that team. They got MVS out there.
Oh, I know it.
They've got Sky Moore. They've got Demarcus Robinson.
The Chiefs have got the Patriots graveyard as their wide receiver core. And then the ones that aren't even good enough for us, the 49ers pick them up.
And they're winning games. They beat the Rams.
Absolutely.
Oh,
no, they have proven themselves to be a truly legit team still. Heck, this Buccaneers game coming up. Obviously, we both like the Buccaneers. We've been riding with them. They pulled out a great win last week, but man, every win's been close for them. I mean, and the Seahawks had a great game, but that was if it wasn't for Sam Darnold finally making a mistake and throwing a pick, Buccaneers probably lose that game. So I don't know. I'm gonna hope that the Bucks pull this one out for my own prediction's sake. But yeah, the Niners. This will be a titanic matchup. I think this will be a lot of fun to watch. So I'm looking forward to it.
I think it's 49ers. It ain't even close.
Wow, really?
It ain't even close.
You think they whoop up on them? Huh?
I think they give them a can of whoop ass.
Wow. I mean, maybe they do. Maybe their defense has been great. They've shut down some really excellent teams. So yeah, maybe you're right. I think I'm gonna go with the Bucks for this one. I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna stick with Baker. I'm gonna let Baker bake. But Yeah, I think I could see that game going either way for sure.
All right. Well, we'll see how that goes. Big Vaughn, I've got this Juju Smith-Schuster big man on campus when he was at SC. Check it out. You want to take a look?
So this is what you were looking for before we started.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let you construct a team on offense. You're like the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah.
You get the ball. I just punted the ball away to you.
Okay.
There's 5 minutes, 4 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
It is the AFC wild card game,
Yeah.
and you're the 2 seed, and I came in there as a 7 seed,
Oh wow. Okay.
and I'm gonna give you this card. If you can code out, you can construct an offense.
Okay.
I'll give you my defense first.
All right. Great.
But so I just punted the ball to you.
Yeah.
You're down
Mm-hmm.
by 4. Here's who I got on my edge. I got Micah Parsons
Oh. Okay.
and T.J. Watt. Micah
Oh
Parsons,
man, on
baby.
both sides. That's pretty wild.
And then interior, I got my boy Chris Jones. Linebackers, I got Fred Warner.
You're running a. What are you running here? 3-5 or something?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
It's no fly zone, baby.
Okay.
You can run the ball as much as you want because it's no fly zone because we're
Okay.
going to be leading every game.
All right. Great.
That's how I'm constructing it, So like, because I take the lead,
Yeah.
I'll go get the lead first,
Right.
and then I'll make you have to pass it.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
So you're gonna have to. So yeah, I got Ivan Pace Jr. from the Vikings. That
Sure.
is a dog.
Okay. Yeah.
He's
yeah,
balling
sure.
out just a couple weeks ago against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Nick Bolton, he's cool. Fred Warner's cool too.
Just cool.
Fred Warner's kind of an old head though.
You're right, but man, he still gets it done.
He's there to mentor Ivan Pace because
Okay.
he's the chosen one.
All right, great.
Then you got the corners. You got Sauce Gardner, man. I love the swag Sauce guy.
Okay.
And then you got
He's good.
Patrick Surtain the second.
Yep. Still doing DPOY stuff over there for the Broncos. He is just a lockdown corner. He's going to go down as one of the best to ever do it.
But my favorite corner,
Yeah.
Christian Gonzalez.
Oh, sure.
You're not getting these corners is so sick. They're so good.
That's going to be a lockdown.
It was so sad because I wanted to throw Trent McDuffie on there, but
Well, he just doesn't produce a lot of picks. That's all. He's
Yeah.
still a great corner, but he just doesn't pick the ball off ever, and that sucks.
and then for safeties, I've got Derwin James.
Oh wow.
And I didn't want to throw him on here, but
Yeah.
a couple of years ago he did this to my boy.
Oh, I recall.
Antoine Winfield Jr. I was like, you know what? I'll give him flowers.
Tyreek had that coming. Oh man,
But
that's a great team.
if you go down scores field and score a touchdown, I'll give you that Juju Smith-Schuster card.
Man, the big man on campus, Juju Smith-Schuster, USC scorecard. Oh, this is for all the marbles here. Well, I've got a team ready for
All
you.
right, what you got?
I've got at quarterback. I've got Big Daddy Patty.
You
There's
big-
only one guy that I would be foolish to pick anybody else, even with how Josh Allen's been playing. I trust one person to make a game-winning drive more than anybody else. It's Big Daddy Patty. My wide receivers, you're probably going to think I've made some crazy choices here, actually, Jess. My number one will be Justin Jefferson.
He's back. I've been doubting him all year, and he's been proving me wrong.
It's understandable. It's understandable, especially with their quarterback situation over there. But he's just the modern day, the prototype. This is exactly what I want from a wideout. And he's just so fun to watch. If you get the ball close to him, he comes down with it. He gets open. He's fast. He's big. He can cut. He's still the best. People need to show something else. I mean, Puka's playing better right now, and I hope that continues. That's awesome. But Justin Jefferson has earned the right to be right there. Number 2, I've got Amon-Ra. I've got Amon-Ra because he can do it all. He's a guy that can do the sweeps. He can even block. He's so big and so strong. And he likes doing all sorts of crazy stuff. I'm probably going to run a hook and ladder or something with him at one point, So I like him a lot.
Here's what I have to say about Amon-Ra.
Go ahead.
On the field, he's a great player.
Okay.
But he's in negative aura debt.
Why do you think that? Because of his goofy how he stood up upside down in the end zone.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was
The dog one where he's just a dog running into the ball.
Yeah, you're right. He might be a bit of a nerd or something,
And then I watch wide receivers. I'm watching wide receivers. I'm like, this guy. I don't really like this guy.
Wow, he's just a little bit of a goober head, that's all.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
He's a goober, that's all.
He's just a negative or that. But
Oh man, he'll be all right. I'm sticking with him. Number 3 might shock you as well. I wanted somebody. I didn't want to just pick 3 big wideouts, right? So I've got Garrett Wilson. He's really elusive.
he's
so
so good.
good.
So
And
good.
he's not terribly big, so I figure he's my slot receiver. He's so elusive, so fast. The way he moves is almost scary to watch. It's like, dude, you're going to blow out your hamstring or something. Super duper fun. So that's my receiving core. My tight end right now.
I'll say this about Gil.
Okay, yeah. What do you got to say?
If I had to have a receiver right now,
Yeah.
it'd be Garrett Wilson. I mean,
Really?
you've seen what he's done over the years,
Yeah.
dude. Like the plays he's been making with terrible quarterback play.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's such a shame. The most underrated wide receiver in the NFL.
Probably so. Probably so. They just are forgetting about him right now. Obviously, they're 0-5 right now or whatever they are. So it's not his fault, dude. He makes plays when need be. He's open when they need him to be. They can't get him the ball. So the real shame. Would be super frustrated if I was him. At my tight end, this is probably another shocking one. Right now, I've got Trey McBride. Because right now, I think he's playing as good as anybody. Brock has regressed a little bit. That's why I don't have Brock. I mean, he's injured right this second, but I left him off. I would have left him off anyway because he's had a bit of a regression, and I didn't want to pick Warren just because he's a rookie. I want somebody that's a little proven. Trey McBride's been great every year. He's super duper talented, very big individual, can still block. So yeah, I'm going with Trey McBride for my tight end, and for my running back, this is another shocking one to you probably. I'm going with Bijan Robinson.
He's cool, especially the fact that they ain't got no throwing game.
Yeah.
So, like, the fact that they're anticipating run and he's balling out.
Yes, and I absolutely agree. And he's still, if you have a quarterback that can throw the ball at all, he's totally a pass catching back too. He's another guy. I value players that can do it all. That's why I have Amon-Ra on my list. That's why I have Bijan over somebody like Saquon. Of course, Saquon can catch the ball. Of course, he can block, but he's not quite as good. Bijan Robinson is an unbelievable athlete. If he was on the Eagles, he would have had 2,000 yards last year too. So, speaking of the Eagles, I've gone with a whole O-line. I didn't want to pick O-linemen because I just didn't feel like doing that. So I just picked the Eagles. They've still got an excellent O-line. Obviously, they're still pulling off incredible things with the run game, with the pass game. Jalen Hurts is rarely in jeopardy. And, when you have a play like the tush push, you need a really great O-line. That's why most other teams can't do it. So I've gone with the whole Eagles O-line with uninjured Lane Johnson. He's healthy. He's back.
What about without Mekhi Becton, boy? Up to you, man. But yeah, we got you. Okay, so yeah, you get the card.
Okay.
If they win, you're gonna want to see the results.
Oh, you've already ran it, huh? You ran the AI.
We ran the AI.
Okay,
let's
see what happened here.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, Mahomes jogs on calm as ever. Down 4 with the season on the line. This is a
play action. I wouldn't call no play action. Why are you calling play action here?
I don't know.
This AI sucks.
See, you probably got Nick Sirianni at quarterback.
Oh, doggone it.
So, but he hits Amon for first down.
All right, great.
Okay, look at that.
Start.
Look at that.
Why did he burn so much time? It's been 4:45. Now we're down to 4:02.
I guess he didn't get out of bounds. He's too busy celebrating, doing the upside down.
I know it.
All these goon celebrations. He probably did the hot dogging.
He was hot dogging.
Okay, but what about this next play?
Okay.
Bijan burst through the B gap. Yeah, I'm probably getting cooked off that. I mean, you got that old line. And
it's hard to get through there. Yeah.
But I'm totally fine with that because you're chewing clock, fool.
I know it. Well, I don't know what I'm doing here.
Okay, look at this. Next play.
Uh-huh.
Jefferson toe taps a comeback on Surtain.
Boom.
To move the sticks.
Come on.
Is he really doing that against Surtain?
Man, Pat Surtain's pretty hard. He's pretty scary.
It's going to be a crazy play.
He's a heck of a player.
And then you get Mahomes hits McBride up the seam.
Let's go.
And Winfield blasts him after 16.
Oh, he lights him up.
Man. Chris Jones destroys the center for a massive sack at the 39.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the next play? Mahomes escapes left, lasers.
It's past the 2-minute warning already. We got 1:47 left in the game. Where do I have timeouts? Don't I have 3 timeouts?
Yeah, I think you used it on this McBride one.
Oh,
Mahomes
man,
hits McBride.
I'm burning them. They're all burnt already. Oh,
Plus, some of these plays is second down, drop back, throw it,
okay.
or a Bijan Robinson. Just
Okay, or like an incompletion or something. They just don't mention it. Okay.
yeah, they're just showing you all of your offensive create plays. They're
Okay.
not showing you what Ivan Pace is doing.
Okay.
But then you got RPO slant to Jefferson.
Oh, huge.
Warner drills him, but he hangs on.
You bet.
Oh, shoot. You're already on the 1 yard line.
With 43 seconds to go.
Oh, my God.
I can have my way with you.
I don't even think I have an offense to come back on the field.
No, you don't.
Might
Right? You just have the defense. Come on now.
Might have to put who am I putting at quarterback?
I guess.
Man, this card might already be yours.
Oh man, let's see.
All right, you want to read it?
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be some nonsense here, so I'm sure I'll be happy to read it. With 43 seconds left, Mahomes scrambles right, flips to Bijan, who dives to the 1 yard line. Great. What happens next? Play action toss to McBride. Parsons swats it away. Okay,
so what is that?
19
Third
seconds.
down? You're on third down?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right.
Third down here. 14 seconds. Again, the play clock is running after incomplete passes, but whatever. Mahomes fires a slant to Jefferson. Sauce jumps it for the pick. Sprints 99 yards the other way for the dagger pick 6. That's BS, dude.
What do you
only
mean?
Put that in there you put that in there because of the incident from last night from that Chiefs game. You said, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny if I typed this in?" That's not funny.
What do you mean it's BS? It actually happened last night.
Oh my God!
You don't think Sauce Gardner does it?
You know he's great, but
especially against. Who did he do it against? Against Jefferson?
Why are we running the ball?
Oh,
the
man.
final, Jesse's defense wins 34-23. Sauce and Micah celebrate as Mahomes nods in respect. This is why you can't use AI for stuff, dude. This is why would he nod with respect?
He probably did one of these though. Have you seen Mahomes when he gets frustrated? He goes,
yeah, I see him do that a lot, or just. Yeah, he does that little number, but that's not a nod of respect. That's a nod of like, I hate my life. Man, well,
maybe you should have constructed a better team.
You know what I think is funny is you went and found this stupid ass card of some bum player when he played at USC, and you went and found it because that's the only thing of value you could offer, even though you already ran this before I came over and you knew that it was never in jeopardy. You could have, what about your Jesus statue? You could have offered that up. You could have said, oh, the Jesus, because you knew it wasn't actually up for grabs. But the only thing that you offered me is this bum ass Juju Smith-Schuster card. This man sucks. I don't want that anyway. You can keep it. If I won, I would have gracefully declined. I would have said, have it, sir. So anyway, boy, what a great time.
Oh, man.
I sure am glad we did that. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I think we'll be back. We'll certainly be back next week. I'm back from my trip, obviously, whenever I'm back from my trip. Like I said, I'll try to get as many videos as I can for you guys. Maybe we'll post stuff outside of the podcast as well of just me messing around in Texas. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have a great week.
We'll catch you next week.
Oh
my gosh.